Hello everyone, happy Friday. Nadia is here. What is Wellness Vortex? This is our today's conversation. I am nervous and I'm excited to share this with you. You know, for the years, especially in the last 3-4 years, since 10 years COVID started, I feel like I've been climbing the mountain. And maybe it's in the right direction, but I'm afraid of heights. The way I've been climbing a mountain is, every step at the time, a little bit by little bit, doing the right things sometimes, and taking care of myself, taking care of my personal wellness, my personal finances, my business, my children, my relationships. And to tell you honestly, it's been hard. It's been like climbing the mountain that never ends. First of all, I'm afraid of heights. Second of all, it's a hard work. And third of all, what if the mountain is so high that there's no oxygen? What do you do then? What do you do after you climb that mountain? And what if the mountain is actually not the mountain? Sometimes we see the reality the way the reality the thing is, but it's not it. What if that self-care mountain that I have been talking myself into is just the wellness vortex? What if I just need to do the essential to catch the momentum, to catch the vitality and own my power? Let me show you what I mean. And if this resonates with you, I invite you to actually join me on this journey. How it might look like, just talk to me. It might look like I'm creating a short PDF explaining the details. It will be daily journal to support you, future book. It might be one-on-one, it might be our groups, it might be our subscriptions. But it is to start, to have the courage to start the journey into the wellness. Let me show you what I have. Okay, I practiced, kinda. So imagine, here we are, and everything that is happening in life, and I'm going to generalize. We hear the news, we hear this, we hear that, we have so much negative thinking, 3 out of 4 thoughts, actually 3 to 1, 3 negative thinking, 1 positive thought. We are so tired and overwhelmed and just living in the sickness. And it's very disempowering, and where are we going to end up? I'm inviting us to step up on that foundation and look at the other side. This is a wellness vortex. How do I do that? Well, first of all, vortex is spinning. And what that spin is all the things we've got to do. We've got to take care of ourselves. Yes, she says, I need to work out, I need to eat, I need to time manage, I need to sleep, I need to meditate. Oh, I got to take care of my family, I got to take care of my business, I got to go volunteer, I got to do this and that. And it's just, and the news and this program, that program. What else did I forget? There's just so much going on. And all this, with my courage, I'm going to call debris, is flying around and telling us what to do. And by the way, there's some other people's expectations too, and we may not even realize that that's what the expectations are. We just go and do it because that's the default. How do I figure out in this vortex of debris what's the essential? And here's the thing. We're going to start by standing right there on the bottom of the vortex, and we're going to look up. We're going to look up and we're going to just imagine. We're going to visualize. We're going to create what might it look like when I am on top of the vortex. Simply to say what's my why, what's my vision, what's my mission, what's my purpose. And it's all creation. Life is moving, we're creating. When I have somewhat clarity, I'm going to step back and I'm going to say, okay, what is the foundation that I need to practice in order to keep my laser focus to the place I'm going? Are you seeing what I'm saying? There is actually a quiet eye, like a tornado, right in the middle of this vortex. What is that quiet eye? It's the silence. It's in the place of rested, quiet, silent mind. Sleep, silence of moments, taking breaks throughout the day, going for walks, allowing yourself to see more clear where you're going. That's where you create your non-negotiable self-care. And to tell you honestly, there's only one thing you gotta do. Being mindful. Being mindful of what I'm thinking, of how I'm feeling. Being mindful of my food. Start chewing 33 times. Be mindful of, am I moving? And just start moving more. And being mindful, am I in a negative or positive vortex of thinking? This is the number one foundational habit I want us all to take on and have it as non-negotiable. And because we consistently taking care of our silence, space, reset, and by the way, having support and accountability to help us keep laser focus, it does take courage, by the way. The comments I get, you still have to start somehow, and it does take the moment of courage to choose and stick to your non-negotiable. But guess what happens? You catch the momentum of that stuck into the vortex, and then you just let go and fly. If you get opt-in into my PDF or purchase my journal over the holidays, you will hear some of my poems that actually have been created over a few years, but recent poem was created last week. Let go and allow the momentum to lift you up by keeping your non-negotiable. But guess what happens when you allow that momentum and you are up? It's the place where you love. It's a compassion. It's the expansion of your love. That's why the vortex actually continues into expansion of who you are, because you own your power, and now you expand in your love, your power in the world right here. The comments I get is, in fact, this is the concept. This is the how to visualize my wellness journey. Sometimes we're feeling about like I'm limited to my arthritis. I'm limited to this, to that. Some days I wake up ain't feeling like it. And hey, guess what? The vortex keeps moving. One day I wake up and I feel like I'm on the other side of the vortex. And because I have my non-negotiable daily routine, just the basics, I know how to quickly get back into my vortex and catch that momentum to fly up. Isn't it wonderful?